Hey, this is Noah with the Creative Startup Podcast, and today we're going to talk about not procrastinating. Now, I'm sure we all have experience with procrastinating, maybe with a school deadline or a work deadline or something where you put it off, watched a little too much YouTube or surfed a little too much Facebook, and you let that deadline creep up on you until last minute you realized, oh crap, I really got to get this done. However, that's not the type of procrastinating we're going to be talking about today. Today we're talking about big picture procrastinating. Again, this is a video series, a podcast for creative people. And so I want you creative people to be able to achieve your big term goals. When you look deep into the future and see what you want to get, I want you to be able to start working on it today and carry that motivation through, carry that passion through so that you can get it done and live the life that you dream of. So the first step in not procrastinating is to visualize. You have to set in your head what it is that you want to achieve. Now, the last couple of videos I made, I talked about this. I talked about setting the right goals and then how to visualize those goals so that they become a reality in your brain. So if you want to check those out, the link will be down below. You can check them out, and those will really help you just kind of form a vision for the future and then implant that vision deep into your head so that you continually think about it, so that you can see it and that your brain will start to achieve it. That's the first step. The second step is evaluate reasons for past failures. Now, one of the main reasons I've seen in people why they don't go achieve stuff, why they don't try new things, why they don't chase after their goals, is because they tried once or they tried a couple times and it didn't work, and then they just said, okay, I guess that doesn't work, I guess it's a failing plan, I'm going to move on. But what you're going to do if you really want to achieve your goals, if you want to get your art placed in the gallery, if you want to record that full-length album, if you want to make that movie, you're not going to succumb to the things of the past. You're not going to fall under those past failures. You're going to evaluate what you did in the past. You're going to try to figure out why it didn't work. You're going to come up with a plan for what you can do better this time. I really like this book, On the Shortness of Life by Seneca. It talks a little bit about this. The basis of the book is don't waste time. Don't waste your life. Use your life in a valuable way. And so here he's talking about why people feel that their life has passed them by. And here's some really good reasons. One man is possessed by an artifice that is insatiable, so just something that's unsatisfiable. Another by toilsome devotion to tasks that are useless. This is super common in our society today. How much time do you spend on Facebook? How much time do you spend on TV following these things, watching these things that are useless? It says one man is besotted with wine and another paralyzed by sloth. Now these kind of go a little bit hand in hand. Being drunk all the time, or at least having a little too much to drink all the time, it hurts your thinking and it makes you lazy. It makes you more passive. It makes you not want to really achieve your goals. So be careful of that, and really be careful of the laziness. I know alcoholism is something that our society shuns and will help you fix, will help you get on the right track. But laziness, no one's out there to help you. There's not laziness counseling unless you really get specialized. So laziness is something you got to watch out for in your own life, and that's going to push your goals back. It's going to push you away from achieving those things. One man is exhausted by an ambition that always hangs upon the decision of others. Don't let this be you. I know so many people like this. I know myself, I get like this, where I set up this big plan, all these goals, all these things I want to happen, and then I email one person that could maybe help me make it happen, and then they don't respond, or that it doesn't work out, and I say, oh, okay, I guess this is a bad plan, it's not going to work. But truthfully, I should be emailing hundreds of people. I shouldn't be hanging everything that I want to do. I shouldn't be hanging getting this album done. I shouldn't be hanging getting this next video shot on everybody else. I should take responsibility to find someone and make it happen. And that's super, super crucial. It says here, another man is driven by greed of the trader and is led all over the lands and seas in hope of gain. Now, a lot of artists don't struggle with this as much, but I know I have struggled with this a little bit, where you get too focused on just making money, on that greed, and you no longer focus on what's really important in life. So make sure that you're balancing yourself out. You need to set these goals, you got to chase after them, and sometimes money is going to be a part of the goals, and that's totally fine. But don't let the greed become what drives you, because then you get out of perspective, you get out of whack, and you start hurting the people around you, you start hurting your chances of really being successful. So those are some things that you can look at in your life, see if maybe you fall under any of those categories, and if you have to go back and watch that again, please do. It's super worthwhile advice. It's super worthwhile things to think about. Again, the book is On the Shortness of Life by Seneca. Highly recommend it. It's an ancient Roman philosophy, and so it's really strong. It's been tested over time. Read books like this. They'll really help you as an artist, I promise. All right, and the next thing that's really, really important to do if you want to achieve big goals and not procrastinate them is set deadlines and then make those deadlines costly to break. The thing that makes us motivated in everyday life, why we get school done so quick, why we get stuff turned in at work, is because there's real immediate consequences if we don't do that. Right? If you don't get something turned in at school, you might get an F. And if you're like me in college, an F is a big deal because then you just wasted, $2,000 taking a class that you now have to retake. So that's a big problem. Or maybe at work, you got to get stuff in, you got to get it on time, because if you don't, then your job gets threatened and your chances of promotion get threatened. So it's this very immediate kind of cost that comes to mind. So it's really easy to get those things done because you see what's going to happen if you don't. But the trick is to getting your big long-term goals done. The trick to getting these huge important things that you want to get done is kind of create that artificial rush. Create something that's going to hold you to it every week, that's going to make sure you get it done. For example, when I wanted to start this YouTube channel, I said, I got to make a video a week. I'm super busy, working 2 jobs, taking college credits, but I got to do a video a week or else it's not going to happen. So I didn't just say, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I'll make a video a week. Great. No, because I knew that my boss is going to call me and ask me to work a little bit extra. I know that school is going to turn out to be a lot more work than I anticipated. I know that my other boss, I'll be waking up early and doing that. And so I knew that this is going to be easy to push off. This is going to be easy, next week, next week, next week, and then the end of the summer rolls around and I haven't made any videos. So what I did, when I decided I want to do this and I was in the right mindset and said, this is a good idea, this is an important thing to do, I went and found my dad and said, you know what, Dad? Be watching my YouTube channel. If a week goes by and I haven't posted a video, I owe you $100. He doesn't owe me $100 for every video I post. That doesn't matter. But I owe him $100 if I don't post a video. And a lot of people I tell that, like, man, that's a lot of money for you. You're just a college kid. $100, you can't afford to lose $100. And that's true. I can't afford to lose $100. And that's why I'm here in front of this camera. 1, because I want to help you and because I want to make this YouTube channel something. But 2, because I do have work stuff to be doing. I do have school stuff to be doing. But I'm here right now because I really don't want to owe him $100 and I can't put it off till next week. I can't put it off later, so I'm getting it done now. Does that make sense? I really want you guys to get this because a lot of people are afraid to create these artificial kind of constraints upon themselves, these artificial motivators because, oh, I don't want to pay $100 to my dad every week. And that's the point. You don't want to pay $100 to your dad every week. And so you got to be more afraid of not getting your goals, not getting your dreams, not creating what it is you want to create than you are of maybe losing $100. If you really internalize that, if you really think about it, it's a no-brainer. Set big goals and make it costly to not achieve them. And the last step, and this is probably the most important step, is begin at once pursuing these things that you want. Don't say, I got this big lifelong plan, but I'm not going to start till I'm done with school. I'm not going to start till I'm married. I'm not going to start till I'm in a relationship. I'm not going to start until high school's over. If you do that, it'll never get done because by the time high school's over, your brain's going to be thinking different, or by the time college is over, or by the time you're in a relationship, none of that's going to fix everything. There's always going to be another thing. Once I quit my job, I'll do this. No. There's always another thing. There's always more for you to be doing. Someone's always going to be trying to pull you in a different direction. So if you don't start now, there's not going to be a better time to start later down the road. That's just kind of a fantasy. It's kind of, I've heard from a lot of people it's actually bad to tell people the cool things that you're going to do. A lot of people think it's good, get held accountable, but it's bad if you tell everyone, okay, I'm going to start this super cool YouTube channel and you haven't started it. And you just go around telling everybody, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start it. Because your brain starts to feel good about starting a YouTube channel even though you haven't even done it yet. So it releases that reward before you've done the work to even get the reward. And you have to be careful of that. And it's the same thing with putting it off. You set in your brain, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. And so now in your brain, you're already the type of person who's gonna make a YouTube channel, and that feels cool. Whether you do it or not, you already feel cool. You don't want that. You want the work to prove itself. You want to put in the work to get the reward. That's the only way this world works. I hope this is helpful for you. Again, subscribe if you enjoy the video. Go back and watch the other ones if you haven't yet. Those will kind of help you get this stuff in line, because I want you to create a career out of your creativity. I think that's so important. I think we can all do this. Thanks for watching.